Hello, everyone. My shirt got all bunched up. There. It's Friday. Oh, my apron. I need that too. Things that I need to do. I am not prepared for anything today. But it is time to art. Trying to tie an apron while I'm sitting. There we go. I also have like a huge mess because I did something else right here the last couple days. So let's move that and I can talk about that because it's kind of fun. Chaz says, why? Has something been happening? No, Chaz, not at all. Oh, this is stuck. Please come in it. There we go. This is a mudguard for a bike. It's like, look at this, super bendy plastic. And it was shiny black like this. This is the underside. One of my bike friends has a birthday coming up and was lamenting how they don't make these in purple. And I was like, I kind of want to order one for myself too. So I'm doing some testing. Like I was painting on the back last week to see if I could get it to stick with just acrylic. And the answer, you're not scraping off now. What? Maybe it just really had to adhere to the plastic. Like I tried sanding half of it and doing a test to see if I could get it to stick, but I could just scrape it off with my nail, but now I can't seem to scrape. There we go. We can scrape a little bit. So I was worried about it and I was like, oh no. Because when I paint this side, it's not going to stick and like anything that you do is just gonna scratch it. So I went to a paint store and they were like, you need bonding primer. So I got bonding primer. So I put 2 coats of bonding primer on this. And then I'm gonna paint them. So once this is done, I'm probably gonna paint maybe both of them on a stream just because I can. Yeah, why is my title gone? Is it just the song? I don't know. You found a way to merge painting and bike stuff? When Steven gets up here with my water and my piece of toast, I will ask him. I did talk to someone I know that makes like custom frame, like the whole bike. Like he welds the whole frame and everything. And I was like, tell me about painting. What goes into painting a bike? Because that's the part I'm interested in. And he said that a lot of his clients are like, oh, just paint it whatever you want, you know, be creative. And he's like, I don't want to. I want you to tell me what you want. And I was like, that's the part I'm interested in. There's a little bit of shop towel still stuck to this one. So this is the other one. So I have 2. And I put tape on them so I could pick them up easier. What color would you paint a bike? I would probably paint it either blue and white and like fade from one to the other, or it would just be blue faded to black or blue faded to silver holographic glitter. That might be it. It would have blue in some way. I love everything about my Canyon, Rachel, but the color. And it's not a bad color. It's like duct tape gray. I just wish it were blue. Paint stick got covered in shop towel as well. I can just sand that off. So yeah, this is an experiment. We're seeing how this goes, but I need to finish this first. And I was just priming this to have it ready because the paint store had shook this for me. So while it was nice and shaken well and mixed, I figured I would at least prime these. So these need to go live somewhere new for a little bit. I've decided that's on the floor back here. A fade sounds cool? Yeah. My cousin has a incredibly nice road bike, but he's like really serious about bikes. I know you guys think I probably talk a lot about it, but like his bike is like 5 digits in price. Mine is not. Mine's not that much. Oh. Yeah, bikes can get expensive. I mean, to be fair, that cousin will bike, he bikes a good 2 hours a day. An hour to 2 hours a day at approximately 19 mile an hour average alone without drafting anyone. Which is insane. I can average 13 mile an hour, 14 mile an hour alone. Yeah, 19 is fast. Does it glow in the dark? No, but he does have a friend who is a auto painter. Like, he paints cars, and his friend custom painted his bike, and it's white fading to silver hollow. It's really pretty. I was talking about him to bike friends, and I was like, yeah, he just did a century, which is 100 miles. And we were talking about it, and I was like, yeah, he did this, and this was his pace, and I'm always blown away, and I could probably never keep up with him. And I was like, yeah, he posted a picture. So I pulled up the picture, and my friends are like, wait, what kind of bike is that? They were way more interested in the bike. All right, we have a couple of alerts. Steven is supposed to be bringing me toast. I want to add highlights to this, and maybe bring a little bit of shadow back in. Maybe. I'm gonna do the highlights first, and we'll see how I feel about it. But my friend I'm painting the mud flap for has a purple bike. Everything on his bike is purple. He has purple water bottle, purple bike bag. Oh, this doesn't need to be here either. This will just get some other color on it. Can't do that. If he's taking this long, your toast is definitely burnt. He's probably eating his own first, which is fine. We need titanium white. Actually, do I have zinc? I do have zinc. We're gonna start with zinc, because zinc is transparent. And then we'll do a few dots of titanium at the very end. We'll go from one to the other. We will allow him to eat his. We have a 29-month resub from Lunar Pearl, 22 from Super Yoshi 7, 13-month resub from Siraj G93, 27 from Paint Shipper, and 2 from CJ Mon 3D. Thank you all. Toast doesn't start with C. It does if it's cinnamon toast. This palette is the one I cannot use because I've been using that for mud flaps. We need a different one. This one will work. This is what I've been using for this painting. Crunchy toast. What else was I gonna say? Talked about the bike. We watched the direct. Don't spoil anything for people who didn't get to see it yet, but we did film our reactions so you can see what we thought later. And now we're gonna work on a painting. Where's my... I put everything away, not for packing, but so I had space, and now I don't know where anything is. Keep the secrets. Shh. Here's a question. How toast do you want toast? Not very. I think I'm also going to put some gloss glazing liquid in with the sink white so it's even more transparent, because I can always build in lighter, but I can't go back once I do opaque white. Hint of toast. And then I need a tiny brush. Not like itty bitty tiny, but the size of these circles. And I put all brushes away, so now I have to find one. We're just gonna move this. No. Maybe. No. No. You belong in the other container. They're sort of sorted by size. Kind of. Like, these are the tiny brushes. Maybe. Wait, you. Yeah, you might be the brush I need. Oh wait, I hear Steven. I shouldn't get started yet if there's going to be toast to eat. But I need plastic wrap. Thank you.
Toast.
My hand.
Toast. Toast. Floating toast. Nowhere to put down.
Thank you. Thank you. Water? Thank you. Oh, I also need you to look at something when you come back. That's how much toast. I also need to find a paint swatch in this sketchbook that will let me test how opaque this white is, how much glazing liquid I'm adding. So we got up, watched the direct. I had to deal with some emails. I also had a phone call from iPad Grandma, who was like, iPad's not turning on. She's like, it goes to a big white screen. I was like, it might need restarted. And I was like, do you know which button is the lock button on the iPad? And she goes, I think it's blue. I was like, I don't know if it's blue. You have a newer iPad than me. And she like couldn't quite explain what was happening with the iPad. So, I was like, is Auntie so-and-so coming over this weekend? And she said, yeah. And I said, all right, when she's there, have her video call me so I can look. Because she can't share her screen if she can't get to anything. So, and she's like, you're so busy. And I'm like, it's okay. When she's there, I have nothing that I can't pause for 20 minutes to help. Ooh, my favorite water bottle, thank you. The track isn't working.
The what?
The title of the track. Oh, did I not hit play? Whoops.
No. I didn't turn this thing on. Why is it not working? It's probably because you didn't turn it on. Oh, okay. Well. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did everyone enjoy the Nintendo Direct? Probably. I'm working on, well, I'm eating a little bit and then I'll get the reaction video out. So it was a Direct. Yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Alright, well, if you need more toast,
I'll be fine for now.
let me know.
Thank you. Okay. Now I can think about painting. We have 300 bits from Siraj, who says it's currently 16 Celsius, 61 Fahrenheit, and I'm wrapped up in a blanket eating chocolate Guinness cake. This plus watching this stream is a very nice way to end the week. That sounds incredible, and I'm very jealous. It is slightly warmer than that in Raleigh. It's like 75, which is like a little warmer than like comfortable room temp. I don't know what that is in Celsius. Oh, he didn't move my mouse back. Gotta move the mouse back. Where is the mouse? There's the mouse. And then we have a 30-month resub from Dishnet. Hello, Dishnet. Good morning. 73 in Michigan. All right. Now we can paint. And I can put paint all over where it doesn't need to be today. I already don't like this brush. I grabbed 3. We will try another one. What is our high today? Ooh. So if I do a thicker layer of this, it is way more opaque, of course. So I'm thinking I don't actually need any of this glazing liquid based on how transparent titanium white is. Like, see these two? See these two? This one is way more transparent and this one is way more opaque. That's just because there's more on there. So I don't think I need glazing liquid to do this. And I probably need my image. I was holding my palette knife. All right, I'm just going to add some highlights to everywhere, and then I'm going to grab some titanium white and add it to very particular spots. That is my plan. That's too much. I already think that's too much right there. Okay, places that get a little extra highlight. I don't need this plugged in. Part of this is going to be splitting some of these blobs into circles. I'm also realizing I'm really hating this motion back and forth, just to grab a little bit of extra white paint. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put it in one of these little wells. It does really make it glow just to add a little bit of this, and that's very fun. Ooh, there is a big bristle stuck in here. Because I remember using that one last week and then trying to get all of the bristles out, and apparently I missed one. Got it. Now this isn't going to make a whole lot of difference, I think, unless you look at kind of a before and after of all of it together. Because it's going to be kind of a slow transition from the start of today to the end of today. But trying to look at like just this little bit I've done, it's making a difference. Okay, I have a good feel of how this is looking, so I don't need my reference now. We'll just work without it. And this piece is kind of vibes based, because it's hard to tell what's going on, I think. And that's fine. Slick Duke says vibes based. Exactly. It's just a fun, chill painting with pretty colors. It's very dreamy. Like, just, it's kind of sparkly in a way, the whole piece. kind of done like this much so far. So that half of the painting is very different than the other half. Casino Money Major Key. Sometimes I add a little bit too much, and so I just touch it with my finger. Just to pull a little bit of it up. This does take a while. But the titanium white, when I bring that in, will be faster. There's not as much. I heard that. I'm just trying to finish this little spot right here. I can't see who it is. There we go. We have a 29-month resub from Missing No Leader who says camera talk. Maybe soon. Not like super soon, but like soon-ish. I'll get an overhead cam for mixing. There's too much other stuff going on right now. Camera, go click. Maybe I'll finally WD-40 this chair so it's not as loud. Sometimes I get a little extra paint on the brush in a spot I don't want it to be super bright, so I need to like get some of it off. All right, let's move back over here. After the move purchase, yeah. Oh, don't fall. That would make me slip and not paint a nice little circle. This is kind of trust the process, but it's also like I really want to pick up titanium white and make some of these like much brighter, but I can't do that yet. I really have to do this all over with the transparent white. Because I really need it to get built up. I can't just force it there too quick or I will overdo it. And then I will be in trouble. Oh, I found another bristle from last week. Kind of have this much done now. You can really see the color down here. Yeah, I think that was in the track because it wasn't an alarm I know, so I wasn't thinking about it like, oh, my phone's going off. Fine, stay down there. You're gonna keep falling and causing me grief. This is kind of what it was like when I was painting the parody Untitled Goose Game piece, the pointillism. It was just kind of endless dots. Okay, just this part. And I think I do need to add a little bit more of this in some places. I might do that now. Yeah. Okay, this part now. Swift, how fast do you work? Swift, fast. Very fast. Does anyone remember where we are in Odyssey? What kingdom are we on? Winter? Lunch? Winter, okay. Just have this little tiny corner. I don't love this part. That's better. When I do the titanium white, it'll help. All right, let's get the edges and then we'll switch to titanium. I'm gonna do the bottom first, or second, so that it can start drying. Okay. That's all of the zinc. Yeah, it needs a little bit of titanium. Just a little bit. trying to be very careful that I don't overdo it with the titanium white. It is very easy to do it. Hi, Noah. Noah says so many dots. There's a lot. I'm happy with the mount on the face, so we're gonna do the sides. And we're gonna also paint a spot on my hand. I don't think there needs to be any up there. Okay, there's one spot that bothers me. Right here. Okay. There we go. And sign my name. And also get the paint off my hand so I don't accidentally put it on the canvas. Spray bottle. It's a little less devastating now for me to like get paint on my hand and get it on the canvas. When I first started painting and I would accidentally do that and not realize till later, it was like, oh no, what have I done? I do think I'm going to sign my name in the left corner with this piece though. Where's my chalk? Tiny chalk. Just because there's a little less going on over here. I don't know if I like that. That might be too big. The rare left side sign. Yep. Very rare. Also tiny. Very tiny. And I can also use this paint marker. Oh god, don't fall. To touch up a little bit of this circle. Art alarm. Dr. Mario is so intense. Okay, we're done with this. Yay! Just in time for me to move. I'm gonna do a close-up of this. And then we will talk about upcoming things. So you can see some of the color on this. I think it's more intense in person. It's all very ethereal, which is kind of fun. It's also blurry, oh my god. Where is it in focus? That's in focus. And snap back. It's pretty. It's very pretty. Is it easy to tell what's going on? No, but I really like how it looks. And that really wasn't the point. It wasn't supposed to be like photo accurate. This spot is a little too white. It's a little too bright. We'll just scrape a little bit of that off. Grab a little zinc white so it's a little more transparent to blend. We'll just fill that back in. Just a little bit. It's also hard for me to not like fill in a few more dots. Just needs a few more. That was fun. It was very different to paint than what I've been painting lately, like with the Nara Stone Lantern and the leaf ripples, which were super exact. This was a bit more out there, so that was a very fun change. Just a few, just a couple more. Let's start by doing this. And we'll talk about things that are coming up. We're playing Odyssey tonight on Steven's channel. We are in the Ice World Kingdom. So we're getting, like, sort of near the end of the game. There's a lot left to do. But we're definitely not done yet. We're in the latter half of the game. We're moving. And I just finished a painting, so it's a really good time for me to move the studio and pack it up in between paintings. That would be most ideal and not like in the middle of a painting. I don't know if some of you know, at some point, and I'd have to go back and look in my records, one of the paintings took a trip with me. It was halfway done, and I did not want to leave it. So, I do not want to have to, like, worry about the studio getting set up exactly, because it messes with the time lapse. If this isn't the exact same, or if I'm not sitting in the exact same spot, or the camera, or the lights, so it's ideal right now to tear the studio down. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to be doing next Friday. I do need to work on these mud guards. Maybe we'll, like, sketch. I don't know. Because I would just need, like, the easel and the camera for that. I do not need all of the paint and the table and everything. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I will be streaming next Friday morning. I just don't know what I'm doing yet. Because painting is done. There's a little bit of chalk here I need to erase with my name. Mudguard stream. I'm excited to try that. I have some ideas of what I want to paint. Even if it's packing stream. Yeah. Did some packing last night. We'll do more packing today. Alright. Ghost Trick will be Monday, yes. We packed up all the Switch games except Bonanza, Odyssey, and Ghost Trick. So there will be more Ghost Trick, and I know I'm not close to the end of that, I've been told. There's a bit more to go. Gotta pack streaming equipment now. Bye, streamers. Alright. Thanks everyone for tuning in Friday. I have to take eBay pictures of leaf ripples before leaf ripples go up. So that's the next one to come out. So I have a little bit left to do before a new one is on eBay. But I have one, just don't have it ready yet. I hope you all tune in tonight for Odyssey, and I hope to see you next week for whatever streams happen next week. And if you didn't know, Extra Life is coming up on the 4th of October. So we will have to be moved and set up by then for Extra Life. And that's like, I got a couple weeks left yet. All right, everyone, have a good Friday, and I hope to see you tonight.